Where we are today. Oh wow, here's our stuff.
Sorry, George. I gotta cut in. Time for Cyberpunk. I'm on a second playthrough still, taking my time. I was hoping that DLC would be trickling in during my second playthrough. Turns out that's technically correct. Not entirely correct though. But we have an alternate look for Johnny Silverhand, so that's exciting. Got some jackets that you know, it's a first-person game, but you can put those jackets on. You better believe I'm going to. Let me make sure. I had no idea what these days I'm on full screen with VSync. That's my shit these days. So I think I gotta go in and make sure that's what I was on about. There we go. Here it comes. They fixed the mini-map? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, like, quality of life stuff. 1 second. Ooh. Lucky that... Huh, interesting. So I got a volume level a bit. And I have a pile of stuff to give away. So I have some junk to give away. I'll be doing a drawing for that in a bit. Tenfold, thanks for the sub. Arc Magus, thank you for the sub too. You're here for gaming. Well, sir, plenty of gaming in stock just for you. Do you think it's worth playing this game again if you played it once on release? That I actually have yet to figure out. I think, so the first time I played the game, I was like a technomancer. I basically hacked everyone's brains to death, which was pretty cool. This time I'm doing like a melee slowdown builds, because I want to do a bunch of like slow-mo chopping people's arms off and being a cyber ninja. And so far, it is playing way differently. Just the act of playing through and killing people is pretty unique. But I can't really comment on how different the story will be. I think it's worth playing through again because I like the story, and even if it's the same, I don't mind seeing it again. But that can be a sore point. It hasn't really been that different yet, but I've only really just started. I've only really just entered Act 2.
Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy.
I don't know if I've seen or heard, listened to this before.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day.
You could play any game over again. What would it be?
7,001.
Well,
3 a year ago.
You mean like?
Hold on.
I guess in this specific instance, the answer would be Cyberpunk because I'm playing it again. But do you mean like erase the memory of it and play it for the first time again?
Route 1 exit, I trust. Half an hour before any response team arrived on the scene.
Oh, for the first time again. Probably Undertale. I think it'd be Undertale. Playing that game, like, not knowing what it was. I just kind of picked it up on a whim a couple of weeks after it came out on Steam because I felt like being spontaneous, and that was the game I picked. And I was like, holy shit! I thought for a while, I was like, is every game I've never played like this? But no, that one was just accidentally great. But yeah, playing that game for the first time was really something. Especially I did like a pacifist run the first time, and I had no idea that there would be any kind of payoff for it. I was just trying to play that way. And then for the ending that you get for doing that was really awesome.
That cop squirm.
Johnny loves cops. Is Cyberpunk better? What, than Undertale? I don't even know that's... You can really compare the two.
Why aren't we at the hospital?
Alright. Also, I'm using this weird controller thing, so it might take me a while to,
Excuse me, just sick.
remember my muscle memory. Hey, what's up, Aussie Maniac?
Biz is booming, I hope.
Seen it yourself. Can't complain. Folks always get thirsty, and we're here when they do.
Hey, Dr. Sinwar.
Now we can talk.
Yeah, they're just different kinds of games.
No real complaints. Come talk about my offer?
I do think that probably,
Killer clientele. Am I right?
Your words, not mine.
I would say, in terms of like a game
Hey, you there?
being spontaneously, inventive and like coming up with entirely new mechanics and executing on them, Undertale's probably a little more profound in that regard. I think Cyberpunk is just a really good version of games that have been made before.
Wrench the whole bar.
Hey, what's up, Bill? Late night Cyberclaw stream is a treat. I'm glad you think so. I have done so much today. You know how you just have like a ghost to-do list that you hope you get to someday, but like it's like improvements. Uh-oh. Having a little barf episode.
Gonna puke.
But there's like you have a list of ghost things to do, ideas to like improve your life circumstance, but it's like multiple tasks, so you don't do it. But man, I've been knocking them out today, knocking them out. How's the claw now that you had some time to play with it? It is comfy. It is super comfy. Why is the arch like? It's like 2 kilometers away. Why? Whatever. Let's see if I can remember what the heck I was up to. Yeah, you can do the Pan Am stuff. Okay, so this is when you have to shoot down the transport and hijack that guy. I don't know how many side jobs I really even want to try. I'll let my whims guide me. My first playthrough, I did every piece of side content I could. Although, bizarrely, there are a lot of events that just happen in the game, and you can just not ever see them ever. So, like, there are just, like, NPCs that'll just be there, and then they'll just say something, and then that'll start a quest. But, like, it's possible to just never see them, or run into them, or anything like that. Oh. I got shit done despite watching Racer Trash all day. Sprayed my weed garden for caterpillars and shit. Nice. Yeah, I replaced some of my networking hardware because Wi-Fi wasn't reaching into the garage, which meant I couldn't cast video to the Chromecast in there, so I couldn't watch anything while I was lifting weights. Tough. But swapping out that hardware was raunchy because technically behind a double NAT, because like it's one of those situations where your internet service provider gives you hardware you have to use. And it is a router, so you can like try to turn it off and try to make it a bridge. Doesn't matter. Took a lot of troubleshooting. Had to call Google, but they were super helpful. Shockingly, it was actually one of the more positive and easy tech support experiences I've had in a long time. Is there like, okay, wait, I'm trying to remember all the buttons.
Hello?
Hey, Pan Am. Got your number from Rogue. Name's V.
Great. Where's that old warhorse want to kick me now?
Forget Rogue for a minute. I want to help you.
Oh, very kind. But it's far too little, far too late. So do tell Rogue she can eat my shorts.
Tell it to your therapist. Calling about your ride and the merch you lost. Interested? Or are you gonna tell me to eat your shorts too?
The rail freight yard on Bonita Street. The one hugging the city line. We'll meet there.
See ya.
Rumors of activists kidnapped by unmarked AVs have been proven.
Support better in the US because they're shite here? I mean, no, it's usually pretty bad. What? I think I accidentally hit that. Yeah. I gotta, ooh. I gotta be like, this thing teaches me to be gentle, which I'm usually not. I have to learn grace in my everyday life. No, now I'm gonna steal his car. Arc Revenant, thanks for the sub. Love your content, help me through some tough times. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And I am grateful that me just playing games was useful or helpful to you. I always stay up late to watch you, like it's currently 2 where I am, and when I'd rather watch more. Well, thank you. That is super kind of you. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to turn on DLC and stuff. I need to do that. Gotta hit that cyber vape. The flavor is sadness. Huffing existentialism. Holy shit, this car is slow. Whatever. We gotta drive out to the... like the Badlands, too. This is gonna take a while. That's okay. That's what Cyberpunk's all about. So the art category and thought I was streaming Death Stranding. Oh, did I not? Oh, I may not have set the category right. Oh, I didn't. How are all of the ongoing fans of Cyberpunk 2077 going to find my stream? Woo. I guess okay. So the minimap just kind of shifts a little bit. It seems like it zooms out and shows you more of what's ahead. It seems like a pretty blunt fix. But I guess it works.
So listen up, people. I've got a story to tell you.
What's Papa Mike?
I heard something recently from a nomad friend of mine.
Look at me thrashing this car. I'm surprised that smoke's not rolling out of it yet.
Another nomad patrol. 5 people. All
Damn, that was sick. I think I two-wheeled it. Shit.
The thing is, folks, there haven't been mountain lions out there in almost a century, wolves in even longer. So what could it be? Well, I'm reminded of a story. Story told me by an old merc I used to know. He once took a job that had him fly over to Romania, looking for some corpo's missing brother. Search took him to an old village.
Relic 27?
And
thanks for the sub. One more month to go to the 1 year. Thank you very much.
That night,
Gosh.
they could hear barking.
Okay, there's handbrake. I found it.
Even though they knew it had to be wild dogs, the team...
Oop. Nope. Keep forgetting down is toward me.
Since we're
Ooh, buttons.
together, only right to say hello. They call me El Capitan, and they call you B.
See, no introduction's necessary. I already took care of that.
Someone comes to me with biz, I take care of it. I eat, sleep, and breathe biz. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
While we're at it, you need fresh wheels, bikes? I got it all. Real good prices. So hit me up anytime, you hear?
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess for, I don't know which side quests give a lot of money. Because I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need some, what is it called? Cyber gear? Ooh, hold on. Game settings, stash, banded after finishing Ghost Town. Okay. So wait, here? Oh, okay, cool. Actually, that is kind of annoying, or has been. A, lock on when you're trying to do melee. It kind of hurts with, actually controlling the camera movement, which is pretty important. I want to get those nice cinematic, slow-mo slides into, standing up and chopping, and then air dashing and chopping somebody else. I want to get Doom Eternal with it. And it seems like the tools are there. I just have to, I have to find them. Analytics. Oh, okay. They can have my analytics. The problem is, I don't know where the setting is for Johnny. Maybe it's in the main menu settings. I bet that's probably the case. So that's how it was in Witcher 3. I always find comfort in this chat and stream. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, some of my favorite streams have always been those kinds of chicken soup streams. Where it is a place I know that I can just sort of let my brain unravel. And that is always the, since it is the atmosphere that I enjoy, it is the atmosphere I seek to create. So I'm glad to hear that it works for people. Switch it up in game settings. Hey. Alright. Hipster Johnny.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah.
I think it's almost like emo Johnny, this look.
Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sweet can. Cyberpunk.
Hey, Pan Am?
So you're V.
Like a real
Where's
Michael Bay's Transformers intro. Oop.
I agree to help me, you'll
It's Psychonauts 2 yet? Yeah, I started it. I'm a couple hours in.
You will not jerk me around. Tell me where my
And it's phenomenal so far.
Fuck me, you always on the warpath?
Only when someone tries to jerk me around. Where the hell is my car?
I tell you, and then what? Gonna storm off, handle it all by yourself?
That is no concern of yours. None.
Hey, come on. Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine. Know where to find the cargo and your car. You go alone, you won't get him back. And you could lose something else besides. So let's figure something out.
What do you want?
Need to hit a Kang Tao transport. Won't be easy. Want to know I can count on you.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
About you or the job. Kang Tao's AV route will take it over Jackson Plains. Heard that should help us.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Gonna be a guy on board. Need to talk to him.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo. Help in getting back what's yours. We got a deal?
I don't know. Shit! All right, deal. But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
Car's in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Car's there, goods are there.
What's the new DLC? It's a car, some jackets, and a different look for Johnny, which I've turned on, but he has to show up first. I imagine he'll pop up after Panam.
Rocky Ridge. Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through. Fuck. Yes. We'll need backup. We have one brief stop to make on the way.
Want to tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the client. Convince them to leave the bastard hanging.
Going ahead with the deal behind Rogue's back. Brave, I guess. Or fucking dumber than a drum.
Like, his little belly's hanging out?
Nash is gonna pass you the merch in Rocky Ridge. The thing is, the motherfucker screwed me over. Boss, I will take care of it. I just need you to give me a chance. Boss, come on.
Skrillex? Yeah, I guess like Cyber Skrillex.
How many times have I...
Johnny looks like a fuckboy. I think it's like it's a different shade of like asshole rock star.
No, don't call off the...
I think it still fits. It's just like it's almost like a mid-aughts emo look rather than
Of course I will.
like 80s cyberpunk look.
You won't regret this. Okay. I have bought us some time.
Gave that meathead your word and he took it?
Is that surprising? It's called having a reputation. You should try getting one of your own.
Oh, you're home from work, Angel Frame? Hey, it's good to see your name again. Got the gamer claw out, you're right. Busted it out. My Chemical Romance comes to mind. Yeah, something in that line, I think. What do you think is in the future for Cyberpunk, considering what happened at launch? Well, I think by now what happened at launch has been adjusted for. So, by all rights, and from like, you know, performance analyses and whatever I've seen in the most recent patch. Actually, I wonder if Digital Foundry's done 1.3. But the company basically said that 1.3 is like they patched it. They patched it to get to where it probably, you know, should have been when it launched. At least on console. Which is a bummer because like all the work they've done hasn't really been on the platform I've played on anyway. From now, it seems like the future is now they're going to start actually adding DLC. So like the time frame is off a little bit. It's almost like they're behind by 6 months if you can compare them with where they were at Witcher 3. No multiplayer? Why does anyone think that? Gotcha. They never once said that they weren't going to do multiplayer. They've in fact reinforced multiple times that they're still working on it. So, yeah. What they've said is there's going to be at least one, well, they've confirmed that they're working on an expansion. At least one. And the last that they said they were still working on the multiplayer as well. So, that's what the future is. And in the meantime, they're going to start releasing free DLC like, you know, little things like another thing for Johnny. It's probably a shoe-in that there will be a barber and you can change hairstyles. Maybe dyeing clothes, like little things like that.
So, where to now?
The Aldecaldo camp. I need to see some of the old clan.
Don't seem too excited.
That's not your concern. I still have friends there.
Oh, New Game Plus? Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know if that's going to be in the expansion or not, if they'll add that in a patch.
Used to ride with Nomad.
That feels like a DLC thing,
Truly?
but who knows?
I never would have guessed.
Yep, Backer Clan. Back in the day. Didn't work out between us, so I landed in Night City.
So we've something in common after all.
Good, let's roll.
But you got New Game Plus as DLC? That's what I figured. And like, when CD Projekt says DLC, it's free stuff that they patch into the game. Whereas expansions is, like, that's like Hearts of Stone or Blood and Wine. Like that I can see my stupid legs poking out. Somebody asked if it's worth playing if you haven't played it. I would say so. If you like Mass Effect,
Exactly.
it's a really good Mass Effect.
For me,
Open world Mass
not at
Effect.
all. I mean, there's no accounting for taste.
Screw you.
And I'm negging hard.
How the hell did you land in this mess?
I liked the color. The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
Oh, you've noticed more issues and glitches after
That I'm not about
1.3.
to let my
Interesting.
partner rob me and get away with
I
it?
mean, yeah, it's been
Sir made me look like a
stable and nice for me. So hopefully,
What about you?
like for me, yeah, it really stands to go downhill because I've had
Particular
decent
plan's got
performance.
Intel I need, and I'm running out of time to get it.
So why didn't she tell me she knew about
See some
Nash?
weird shadow flickering.
Who better not to wonder what her agenda might be?
God damn, I can't stand the bitch.
You know what? Screw Rogue. Can't see why you even care.
Cause I need the money.
Don't let her push you around. She's not the only fixer in town.
Yet you're only here because she sent you.
But I'm not the one bitching about her.
You don't know her. Not at all. Did she tell you she was the one to bring me and Nash together? Did she tell you it slipped her mind to mention Nash was Raph and Shiv?
She's got like storm eyes. That was like a problem with an older patch that I thought they'd patched, but it seems like glowing eyeballs are back.
But seriously? Didn't realize Nash was Raffin?
No. The sneak forgot to show me his Shiv card.
Don't you keep track of who's in the area? The Wraiths, right?
Until now, they mostly jumped corporate transporters down by Highway 64. I see you know things.
Nomad blood.
What's up, Zil Diddley? Yeah, what's going on with the traffic?
Might not have known that side of him.
So make me laugh. A fixer of her standing knows. And Rogue probably knows we're talking about her right now. Nash and I had a role to play.
This quest broke your game? What?
Fine.
How? What happened?
That's it. Rogue's a frigid old...
You gotta warn me.
That's the truth.
What should I not do? There was a quest that wouldn't allow me to drive to the location. Oh yeah, there was I did see somebody where like
We'll gather my guys.
they needed to go somewhere, but the quest barrier was somewhere else. Like when they tried to go there, it said you're leaving quest boundary and would warp them back, but they actually had like it didn't update the playable boundaries or anything. Probably fixed now. The part where you get on the bikes, Pan Am bugs out. Okay.
Well,
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
look what the cat dragged in.
Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Fuck you too.
And who's this?
My babysitter. V, this is Scorpion.
Oops.
What brings you to these parts?
Oh,
The big city got too small for her. Do you have any idea
I panicked.
how angry the old man's
I panicked and I hit the wrong button.
I've just come by for a spell.
The claws changing the lore.
Pan Am, time's short. Come on.
I know. The Raffin screwed me over. I'll get them back, but I need your help. Come with me. We'll thrash them, the four of us.
You know, we would do anything for you, sister.
But now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Well, the old man told us to sit tight and get those generators back up after the batteries went kaput.
Generators?
I just realized I get better performance by turning off Chrome Remote Desktop. Rames. Oh, Cizanne, you heading to bed? Alright. Thanks for hanging out.
Because of some goddamn generators?
Hopefully you sleep soundly,
joke?
beautifully.
We'll manage without him.
Shut it.
Damn, shit. Alright.
Don't be a dick, Mitch. Help me.
Not this time.
Balls just fell off.
Fuck.
Just
I don't believe this.
right into the dirt.
So you'll stay put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Pan Am.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan.
Ah,
you know that.
It's so sensitive.
Listen, we can't leave camp. No chance. But Saul never said a thing about...
I could do the Delamain. Yeah, I've actually heard quite a few people have the Delamain. Well, like 4 or 5, I've heard. Say they couldn't finish the Delamain quests.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You disappointed?
I don't know. Maybe a little, yes.
What gamepad is that? It's an Azeron gamepad.
Hey, Pan Am.
I think I have a command set up for it.
No, I'll be going again.
If you type in !Cyberclaw, I think it'll pop up a link for it. Yeah, J-Sto, that's how to say it.
Have you brought someone new? Does Saul know?
Not your concern, friend.
It's a bit like Borderlands. It does out here. So in the lore, essentially, there's Night City, which... One second. So there's Night City over there, which is it's sort of an independent. It is a corporate-controlled city-state, basically. It's not in this kind of area. Southern California has been re-annexed by the new United States. Northern California is its own country, and Night City's kind of in the middle, kind of on the border between two places. Like the United States is trying to annex it, and Night City wants to remain independent. Anyway, so there's basically a no man's land surrounding Night City, and nomads live there. Basically either living off the land or robbing people or forming communal tribes that kind of like roam around. So that's why this looks a little Borderlandsy, because I am partnering with one of the nomad tribes to shoot down a transport carrying somebody that I need to kidnap and interrogate to gain information about a chip in my brain that is slowly killing me. Cyberpunk.
What's inside?
A few odds and ends that should be useful. Take it. All right, that's everything. Let's go.
Cyber lore, cyber story. Just finished Doom Eternal on DLC. Man, I've never played a more badass game. Yeah, that game is out there. Reminds me a lot of God of War, actually, just in how absurd it is. How epic.
You'll stop by later, right?
And I don't mean that in like
I promise.
in like the overused sense of the word epic. I mean like epic poetry epic. You got a barbarian dude with a sword riding on a dragon going to kill the Dark Lord.
So, I'm off.
Yeah, go on, go already. Call us sometime.
Keep an eye on her, V.
Currently hitting my head against Ultra Nightmare Super Gore Nest. Blah. Bleh. I haven't tried to do the master levels in Ultra Nightmare yet. Maybe that'd be a fun challenge to bite off. I feel like it'd be a little more approachable, considering really what that is just learning like, what, like 10 encounters really, really well.
Hop in.
Seems you got a real problem with authority.
What's up, Rezabog?
Rogue, Saul. He your leader?
Their leader.
Seemed in a hurry to delta the hell out of there.
Let's just say Saul wouldn't have been happy to see me.
What happened?
The reason we came to California was because he promised to change for the Aldecaldos. He claimed we would turn over a new leaf. But you saw it. We got a handful of tents on a heap of sand. A hell of a
Yeah, this is Nomad background.
I wanted something different. Better. Saul's a damned coward. He'll be the end of the clan, I'm certain.
Were those two in the army?
Scorpion Mitch? Yeah.
There's zero room for error over the course of an hour. Yeah.
Pants.
You just have to play that good.
Huge transporters.
Scorpion piloted.
I will say what I noticed though, after doing,
Really fucked up night.
there's a couple of encounters in the Terrace Nabad master level where you have to do like multiple phases of an arena fight with rage totems on, and fighting like groups of demons when they're raged, when they're that fast, I feel like that really hones in like your decision making and your DPS rotation.
Dusty hole in the middle.
And it really did feel like the game was on easy mode after that. So I'm curious.
Got the hell out.
I'm curious how bad fights can be
The whole area
when the
was
demons move at normal speed now, for it to be a big problem.
breathe new life into the town. It didn't happen, of course.
I'm wondering just how much my power levels have grown.
Countrywide? Thousands. I drove down I-80 the other day. All you have to do is pull over after sundown. It's quiet then. And you hear it.
What's that?
The wind whistling through boarded up windows. Tumbleweeds scratching across dry, sandy tracks. That's how towns die. Not with a bang, but with whispers and whimpers.
What game of games are you most hyped that's coming out this year or the next? Forza Horizon 5 looks fucking great. I mean, Psychonauts 2 and No More Heroes 3 just hit, and I'm flabbergasted that those games even got made, so that's rad.
Scorpions seem good souls.
Best friends a girl could ask for. I'd stay in the camp too if I were in their shoes. Fuck Saul and his generator.
Hellblade 2? But who knows when that's gonna come out.
Part of it anymore.
Still treated you like you're one of them. They care about you.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anyone you would call Club? Okay. We have arrived.
Ooh, didn't get to bond.
We get ready to greet the Raffins, and we've little time for that. We'll need to
Endwalker.
scout first to look for anything that might be useful.
Big time Endwalker. Very excited for that. I'm excited to just have a bulk of new Final Fantasy XIV content to stream. Let's see. I have a button that I can hold. Did I ever bind that? Uh-oh. Okay. Oop. Okay, good. Crouch, good. Never finished your first playthrough? Did you romance anyone in this game? Yeah, Judy. Which was really awesome. Huh. I don't recall.
Ridge could be any deader. Everything's dead.
I didn't remember flavor text appearing when you would scan things.
Huh. Works here.
Well, have you found anything?
No dice. Nothing's up. All cut off.
Well, we'll make it work. The Raffins will roll in after dusk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for.
Surprise ready.
Got Pan Am in my sights this
Some
time.
power flowing.
We'll see.
Let's check the substation.
Okay.
See how that goes. My hope is I want to do the Nomad ending this time, and I want to do the, like, Johnny's secret ending. And then the only ending I guess I haven't played myself would be the Corpo ending. But I actually saw Stephanie get that ending. So, I know what that is. Just beat Psychonauts 2, excellent sequel. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I mean, from my limited time with the game, you can just kind of tell, I think, when, like, the game's combat systems are dialed in pretty well. Nomad ending's neat? Cool. Well, I look forward to it then.
Found the breakers, but there's no juice on them.
Not to worry. Come down. I know how to surprise the bastards. Right. So, the intersection is powered from that transformer substation, right? The switchgear on the roof.
Johnny's ending is super hard. You need to be max level and completely geared. Really? I mean, the game's not very difficult, but we'll see. Okay. Well, that's a shame then. Maybe I should have done it on my other save when I did do everything. No, maybe it'll give me an opportunity to do some more side junk. Is the game better now since launch? Yes. Double Crystal, good night. Thank you for hanging out.
So classic route. Good old diversion.
You know it.
Cubs fan Dan, thanks for the prime.
First, we don't know how many are coming. My thinking is it'll be a sizable crew.
Oh, it's a real bitch, huh? Okay.
We have to create an opening to get to my car.
Is it just real?
Together, we won't stand a chance.
Real dick slapping fights?
Intersection?
Yes.
Lots of mans. Cyber guns.
As soon as they see the lights, they'll have to check who, why, and how. Nova.
Yep. First, we start up the control terminal below. The gear on the roof is a hunk of junk without it. Come on, we'll give it a boost from the car battery. That should do the trick.
Wait for me by the substation.
Lots of big mans? Oof, okay. That might be extremely challenging since I'm trying like a melee build. I don't know how overpowered that can get. I guess with melee you just stack critical and then you can just eviscerate people. Alright, I just had to make sure that all the graphics were I'm gonna try DLSS. I'm gonna try it off. Because DLSS does add a certain fuzz to everything. This does look nice and crisp. Auto doors. Oh, okay, that's right. Oof, that frame rate though. Oh, you don't get any respawns? Oh wow. So you have to do the whole run without dying? That's pretty cool. Yeah.
The panel looks to be in good shape. I'll make a bypass circuit to the power supply. That should do it. We'll just have to get it up and running. Grab the jumper cables from the trunk. We'll boost it from the car battery.
Alright, well, interesting. I mean, that's actually kind of motivated me quite a bit more. Because, even on... I mean, there were... some of the first missions were pretty difficult, but once I got, like, a legendary cyber deck, and I got, like, I got the ability to, like, turn people's brains off with my hack powers, the game was basically solved.
Done. Now the Black Rattler.
Occasionally I would get, like, jumped and killed, but...
There she goes.
It seemed like it's the kind of game where it's intended for your
I've got voltage.
perks and stuff to be overpowered.
And once the power is on in the building, get on that roof.
You got it.
I'll set up on the tower. We'll have the whole intersection on a platter. You flip the breakers when I give you the signal to do so, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You can restart last checkpoint from the escape menu when you die, but if you don't do it quick enough, you get end credits. Oh, wow, okay. That's kind of cool.
Switchgear's got power.
Oh.
Prime. We'll have some fun at the intersection. Let's get into position.
Remember that you get a lot of healing inhaler things if you really loot around. I mean, yeah, I'm sitting on like 44 of them, and that's just one kind.
Now we wait.
The katana's the only thing I have.
As soon as we see them, you give us.
Trying to remember how to dash or dodge.
Raffens will come from where? Any idea?
The northeast, I wager.
Oh,
From the freeway that was never
they
finished.
cap your health? Ah, damn. Okay.
Got it.
They really covered the bases then.
Of course.
I can see why all that stuff would be super important then. Gear and stuff. Because if you only have like a certain pool of health.
You see her?
Really, really hard to miss.
Let's take them by surprise.
Double tapping a direction?
If anything happens, I'll start picking them off.
Double tapping? What if you're on a stick though? It's not WASD?
You, wait for him here.
Get good and ready. The show starts now.
Let there be light.
Double tapping circle.
Fuck. Covering you. We have to pick all of them. No fucking mercy!
C? Okay.
Look for the girl with the mohawk.
Colorful bunch.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Control, yeah. Let's see. I figured that out. Need to bring a katana to a 24 gunfight? I know. It's gonna be interesting trying to figure this out. I think it's like I want to do the cool slides and stuff.
Really, really hard to miss.
Let's take them. Let's try to do this.
Sounds great.
Mainly this game is satisfying but hard. That's what I was hoping for, to be honest. It's probably not that, like... It seems like you can as long as you just sort of, like, mind your angles and don't make it so that not everyone can shoot at you all at the same time. Dodging will be really helpful. Yeah. What I wanted is, like, something that gave me tools to be really goofily cinematic about how I murder.
Covering you. We have to pick all of them.
And the dice, stop time!
Look for the girl with the mohawk.
Colorful bunch.
Whoop. Okay, good, they're following. Perfect. Whoop. Yeah. Might need the crutch of DLSS after all. Hold on a second. Game too strong. Too cyber. Alright.
How's this happen?
Yellow! It's killing time! I don't want to go like...
Woo. Whoop.
Come on!
That might have been the cherry on top. Let's pack it in.
Okay, alright. It's coming back, it's coming back. $100?
Wait for me in the car.
That's what I love about Cyberpunk. They did a good job giving you really flashy ways to fight. Yeah, and so far, all the ways feel distinct. If you're using guns, like, even the individual kinds of guns feel pretty different to each other. Shotguns versus smart guns versus, like, big old rail guns you can punch through walls with. That feels different than melee. Melee feels different than hacking and doing quick hacks and stuff. Being a cyber mage. So yeah, I don't know. Feels pretty great to me.
Move. I'll take the wheel.
Sure. Leave the driving to the pros.
Oh, I need to drive. Love all the ads going off during the fight. Yeah, ninja sprinting through like a bar with twinkling arcade cabinets is a pretty cool thing to do in the middle of a cyber fight.
And? She's prime wheels, isn't she?
Sentimental attachment I get, but a car's a car.
You don't know squat. I shouldn't even have asked.
I'm not doing a very good job of flirting
Managed
with her,
just
am I?
fine without Mitch and Scorpion.
Listen, V, it's not over yet.
It's not. You got the cargo. You got
Oh, add throwing knives? That's a good idea, actually.
Who was not in Rocky.
Throw some knives to distract while you run in with a katana? How does that work, though? Do they, like, take the place of your grenade? Is that how that works?
So it was about vengeance the whole time.
The hell you know about me?
Either you're not being straight with me, or you don't know what you want. Hard to say which is
Just
worse.
listen to me, for fuck's
I
sake.
feel like the lights should probably be on.
I know where their little hidey hole is. We'll take the old unfinished freeway nearby.
Or we're supposed to have this conversation in the
Expecting
dark.
us. I'm sure of it.
You need a knife to throw? Does it take, like, a weapon? Oh. It works like holding a melee weapon. Okay. Do you have to, like, equip a new one every time? Because isn't that how it worked, like, 1.0? You would throw one knife and then your slot would, like, you'd have to, like, drag a new one into it? You still lose a knife unless you get a mod. Does it still work that way? Because that's ridiculous.
V?
All right. So where's this hideout?
A hop and skip away.
I mean, are knives like ultra? Are knives ultimate?
Nash did.
You can craft a common knife for almost nothing and it does pretty insane damage.
I
Okay.
placed my trust in him. He was the first person I worked with after leaving the Aldecaldos. After I came to Night City.
Yeah, I mean, there's another... I have skill points for another tree, so maybe I'll look into, like, leveling up crafting and stuff.
I get it. Know how you feel. Had someone betray me just like that once.
And did you make them pay?
Never got the chance. Someone else got to him first.
But if they hadn't, would you have done it?
No doubt. Without skipping a beat.
Let's get this over with.
Looks like this car turned itself off. Something. It's under the sneak tree for the skill. Oh, to be able to craft them? Well, hold on a second. Let me... Sneak tree? This one? Okay. Just to be able to throw. Seems like I need some cool points. Means I gotta sneak a little bit, huh? Only crafting for this build? It doesn't seem like I need any skills from in here, or maybe this would be something I would need, but...
Are you ready?
Oop.
Let's get him.
What is that epic gaming peripheral you have? It is an Azeron gamepad. Yeah, thank you, Captain. I saw it on the internet and I was like, that's dumb as hell and I need it. And specifically, I need it to play Cyberpunk. I need my Cyber Claw to play Cyberpunk.
Game on!
Soul Hero, why is everybody so stuck on car customization? Like, having like 20 cars isn't enough. You have to be able to like change the color of them too. I don't understand. There's tons of games that don't have customization of every last part of them. And yet somehow, this one is the one where it's just unacceptable. Yeah, people want GTA. They got it in their heads that this game was going to be GTA. For some reason, when CD Projekt talked about what the game would be, nobody heard what they said, and instead they just heard GTA. I got hit by a car! Fuck! Ah.
Oh yeah!
On the wrong button, but I'll take it. Jesus! I think the car exploded. I should have said it's like Fallout instead. I mean, what did they say that implied it wasn't like Fallout? Or that it wasn't like Mass Effect. I guess every time they say the phrase that, like... I guess they did have some phrasing that was unwise. You gonna play more Nintendo DS Roulette? That was hilarious? Maybe. Yeah.
Game on!
Hell yeah!
Did they not literally promise car customization? No, they didn't. No, they fucking did not. Everyone has really weird ideas about what was promised. Mostly because it's like internet talking heads keep talking about how it didn't deliver what was promised, but then all the things they say that it weren't delivered were never promised. So, hey, sick. Hit again? People see car plus open world and it's almost impossible not to get the GTA hype. I get that. I do get that.
I'ma destroy you!
Fuck. I'm gonna get the sniper. I can't. Where's Crouch? There it is. Ugh. Oh, I'm out of I keep forgetting stamina's a thing.
Won't get rid of us that easily!
No fucking mercy!
Having a pretty big asthma attack, yeah.
Come on, limp dicks!
We learned how to use inhalers from the pre-stream.
Help! Please!
Help!
Reloading.
Get across!
Could have been cooler, but I'll take it. Someone should make a For Honor sword mechanic. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, because right now it's just like attack or block. Which I'm kind of looking forward to fighting other melee people. Oh, look at all the street cred I got. I guess wiping out a whole gang by yourself would probably do wonders for your street cred. Man, none of this shit's worth any money. Biohazard grenade. Oh, they have like different oh, okay, they got different key art for the different grenades now. I think they all just looked like cans before. Bretterthan, hello. Congratulations on continuing to exist. That's not easy. Not easy. Oh yeah, you can link whatever you want here. Waldy. This is a pretty permissive space. At least I like to think so. Yeah, the grenades have different icons now. I was like, that's a new grenade. No, it just looks different. Oh, okay. Green stuff's usually worth more. I feel like maybe they tweaked the drops and the money they're worth. Because what it was before is like guns were worth basically two different kinds of cash, almost nothing or a decent amount, and then all the greens were kind of worth just like 400 or 500. So I just go around and pick up all those to sell. But now the like greens are not worth all that much, so maybe they're squeezing the amount of money you get from drops.
What did you say again? Solve your own problems? Clean up your shit? Nash is dead. One shit cleaned. Happy?
And the 6th Street merch?
Nash can't deliver it anymore. but if you ask nicely, I might be able to help you.
Help me?
Oh, the gamer outrage over Saints Row? Yeah. It's in full, like, DMC Devil May Cry territory. Where it's like, a small group of people were mad about it.
Fuck!
The developers, like, tried to talk to them directly and say, like, look, we know what we're doing. And then the gamers were like, oh, you are not allowed to talk to me that way. A developer insulting their customers? Well, this won't stand. And now it's become like a principle thing, where the developers have to get beat back into their place and admit they were wrong and, like, kind of pet the egos of people who got rumpled that they weren't the only people being listened to. What happened with Saints Row? They're just people who don't like the direction of the remake. It's not like... People seem upset that they're sort of scaling up the imagery of the game. Like, it's a little more Gen Z, like millennial blended with Gen Z, instead of being just like 90s gangster thug stuff. And some people are like, that's not Saints Row. Blah, you're changing it too much. Blah, it's not funny anymore. Blah. Which, you know, I mean, the trailer was kind of goofy, but it wasn't like as overblown as Saints Row used to be. I think in Saints Row 1 was not that insane either. So, what do you want for the reboot? I mean, nothing. I was never a huge fan of Saints Row. I'm gonna be honest. But I like Volition a lot, and I want them to keep making games. So, maybe I'll like the remake. They talk a lot about, like, managing properties and creating an empire and all that. So if it is like a more San Andreas kind of thing, which was kind of Saints Row 1, to be honest, where it's like taking over territories and earning income and then upgrading things, that's always fun. Why not? That could be fun. Let's see here.
So, feel any better?
Maybe a little. Let's get out of here.
And just mad there's women and people of color? I mean, Saints Row 1 had those things.
Sweet and alluring?
Never that. But she's no stranger to the other end of the stick. Think she might need a nice strong shock.
Oh. He looks weird without his glasses. Why is it when somebody wears sunglasses all the time and they take them off, their eyes seem really small? Like you're almost used to them having big anime eyes.
Hey, boss. Got your cargo.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta admit, the Saints Row thing, I really don't read misogyny and xenophobia into it, but who knows? That's always there to some degree. There's always somebody who's on that tick, so.
Okay, I arranged. Let's do the deal and start working on Hellman.
We're running over a lot of stuff here.
Should be fun.
But yeah, who knows? Another dynamic that could be happening is that there are people who are always seeking to incite conflict, and that might be the motivation. So they dress it up whatever. There are people who just like it's a game to them, and they try to see who they can get a rise of and how. People want to be they want to be the origin of the next movement. There are people out there who would love to be the next MAGA creator, the next Gamergate spear point, just because they don't have anything to do. It's like fun to tinker around with sociology. So, I expect that's part of it. That it's almost like crowdsourcing controversy. You can see it on 4chan all the time because they troll the fuck out of each other constantly. But sometimes the trolls become viral.
No.
One of those kinds of things.
At least I don't think so.
And it just feels like it's that thing. And truly what it is like, it undergoes this cycle where somebody posts a dumbass thread trying to whip people up into a frenzy about something. If the thread gains traction, then they start organizing communication campaigns. And if they can get that big enough to make it seem like there's a notable audience there, then the developer responds. And then that movement takes that developer response and pitches it as the most antagonistic possible message they can to build the movement. So they'll take a thing and be like, can you believe what these developers said? And they'll take it and cut it and re-edit it and reconstitute it, recontextualize it. So it's the same practice, the misinformation campaign stuff that goes on. But it's just people's desire to, I don't know, craft that thing and be a part of a movement. That seems like what's going on now, because I can kind of see people whipping themselves up into increased states of anger. And whenever you have, like, it's that cycle of baiting a response and then using that response to fuel yourself and others to get more angry, for further buy-in. It's pretty wild. That's kind of what I've seen around Saints Row. I don't imagine it'll amount to much, as long as Volition can just ignore it.
Don't call him.
I don't know how practical that is, but...
You got balls, girl.
Oh, Flonesy, thank you for the cheer.
A bonus?
Shared your Twitch with a friend and said you look like a nerdy John Travolta. Good stuff.
Just here to keep you in line.
I'm hearing John Travolta more and more these days. A little less, little less Ron Perlman, a little less Boss from Incredibles.
There.
So,
First class.
consider that a move up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for a new Saints Row. I can sell meth out of a taco truck.
So, everything's in order?
I like Volition.
Check your account.
Should be pretty. I support games that have a sense of humor.
But I believe Rogue's the one who is.
So
you're all right. Think you earned a tip.
I'm into it.
Let's roll.
I'm all into it. The shitty gamers really do suck so bad. They do, but here's my mental coping mechanism, and maybe I can pass this on to you. There are some gamers who suck really bad because there are some people who suck really bad. And in any subculture, no matter how big or small, some people are gonna suck because some people suck. Like, the same ratio applies. If 2% of the human race just sucks ass, then 2% of gamers will suck ass. The problem is, to some degree, people are allowed to be assholes. So gamers are allowed to be assholes. They're inevitable. They're allowed to be assholes. That doesn't mean that you should, like, ignore it, and that doesn't mean you should investigate ways to make their assholishness not worse on this planet. But to dwell on it, given that it's an inevitability, is really just you giving, you know, it's allowing them to live in your head, basically. So to some degree, as long as they're not forcing their way into your life, which is to say you're not being, like, actively harassed or anything like that, for me, it's just like, you know, haters gonna hate. It's one of those things where you suddenly understand the true value of a phrase that seemed so meaningless. But yeah, they're just gonna do that. Am I drinking? No, I'm not.
Come on, let's get a drink.
I drank yesterday, which is one of the things I did today. Is clean up this place. I entertained last night. Had a nice little rock band party. It was delightful.
Raffin's wiped. 6th Street's pleased. Pretty good.
That's not the right one. I don't want
day for Pan Am Palmer.
The day's not over yet.
But yeah, this place was pretty wrecked in the morning. But did some sweeping, did some dishes. This place is pretty civilized now. Man, titties, bikes, guns, explosions. What's your favorite show to watch right now? I don't know that I have, like, a...
Hey, new biz or...
a #1 show at the moment.
Take a wild guess.
Is
everything good with you?
I heard Jacob gush about Gundam, so now I'm gonna start watching Gundam, which is just Gundam Wing, like, or sorry, Mobile Suit Gundam. They have the compilations on Netflix, so that's basically a show. You just saw a T-pose? Damn it, I missed it.
Bozos come around again?
Raffins? Nah, it's been quiet.
Were you intimidated?
They'll be back, sure enough. This place has seen worse. What can I get you?
Broseph. 2 of them.
So that package for Street, what was it?
You didn't peek? Valoperidol. Drugs for the cyber psychos in our midst.
They trade in them?
Yes. They have deals. With black clinics, rippers...
Circuitry on the bottle.
Well, here's to that thorn of yours.
Thanks for everything.
I'll see you, Fred. Have a good night. It's 9 a.m. almost. Got a big fuck off bifter and a coffee with some chocolate oat milk in it. Damn, that sounds great. Yeah,
Another one over here.
Tokarine, you're right. Man, she just knocked that whole fucker back. Been a long day, huh?
Thanks.
Oh, that's sick though. You can just twist off the bottle with his Cyberhand. Having a little bottle opener attachment on your Cyberhand would be pretty good for being a bartender. What's a bifter, by the way?
The Raffins. We done with them?
Oh, a spliff, gotcha.
The shiver cockroaches.
That sounds delightful.
Never rid of them.
Groovy way to start the
But should
day.
be quiet for a time. They'll need to gather their wits and dust themselves off.
A chunky bifter. Nice. Oh, you got it? Wait, hold on. You've captured the moment? Good. Oh, oh, was it over there? Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Just one little chirp. Oof. Wait a minute. Is that V-Sync shit going on? You guys should have warned me about that. Hold on. That doesn't seem that wobbly. Why was that capture so bizarre? Are you guys seeing frame tearing? I won't stand for that.
All right. Time we look to my needs. What's the plan for Hellman?
Oh, it's been scanning like an old COT for a while? Okay. Well, that must have been why I did this then. Yeah. My bird. Oh, you don't see it? Okay, well, whatever.
A first draft, but I need to sleep on it. Work it out. Then we can talk about the details. I think it best to rent rooms here, just to stay in the area. We'll get to work around midnight. It'll help keep us out of sight. Agreed?
Ooh.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Noah, we'll take 2 rooms. Just for tonight. I'll go catch a few winks. See you later.
Staring at me. Like how he's got like a tracheotomy. Cyber implant. I guess, yeah, once you get cyber throat, not gonna get cancer. Oh. Go back and read all the cyber secrets. You okay there, pal?
Mr. Stern, all night, every night. Don't be soft.
Good spot on that T-pose, though.
Know what? Get the feeling this rhyme.
Dang it. I was hoping I could remember what... There it is. Okay. I need an implant that makes me, like, slide 3 times as long. I basically would play this game like it's Vanquish. Sliding around, kicking in slow-mo. Smoking cigarettes. Throwing out cool one-liners, yeah. The big cyber slide. This place is a dump. Jesus Christ. Time to sleep weird. What's the controller thing called? It's an Azeron. Yeah, somebody use the command. You can buy it at that website there. They didn't sponsor me or anything. But
My name is Dakota Smith. If you're looking for jobs out here, you will find them with me.
What nation you ride with, Dakota?
The Aldecaldos. But I do not ride anymore.
I'm V. Rode with the backers.
You rode. Past tense. And now?
Now I don't.
I see. We will be in touch, V.
older version of Cyberpunk, you could tie the dodge to the mouse wheel for ultra movement. Oh man. Unlimited cyber dodge. Such a sick ad. Also, why wouldn't somebody coming to assault you also have a gun? Who knows? Because because you're living in a bad part of neighborhood. As long as you can afford a gun and you're the person robbing you can't, you're fine. Is the claw comfy? Yeah, it's that's the whole idea. It's supposed to be like ultra ergonomical, and I can feel that.
Well then, you really are.
My hand feels real comfy after a long time playing. It really does take a minute to kind of relearn the muscle memory of the buttons you need to hit and when, because there's not really another controller like this. There's not a whole lot of mappable skill to it. I mean, the analog stick on the thumb, yeah, but everything else is pretty new.
Can I help?
No, you can't. I'll be done soon. The Raffins left are crooked as a bag of snakes.
Like holding a smallish boob? Yeah,
Sleep all
it kind of fits really nicely in the palm.
And you? Reasonably rested?
I think you had nightmares. You screamed a few times.
Really?
I tried on 14.
I'm a
I kind of do too, but I would have to rebind all of my
From the war they tossed
hot
night
buttons.
after night. From
I think.
went on.
That
Whatever.
actually probably wouldn't be too hard to do, but it's a lot of like clicking and tapping that I just kind of don't want to go through. I think the other thing is like for me in 14, like I kind of have two different shift keys. I have all my buttons, then I have shift in all those buttons, and then I have control in all those buttons. So figuring out how to do like a shift and then a button hit with this wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. I don't know that I'd have access to as many buttons though. That's the thing, like you're replacing WASD with the stick. So like to remap those buttons is a little bizarre.
And you?
Ah, come on. Overwheeled.
Whatever.
Yeah. Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact,
You just use mouse clicks in 14, is that a problem?
look here.
Not unless you're playing like ultra high-end content, I wouldn't think. You can probably just click on what you need. As long as you don't click on the wrong thing ever. If you're very efficient about
tell me.
Clicking on the right thing.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how we get the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours.
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamp's our solution. A Satwave power station.
There's no clamp.
Why down the AV there, at that exact spot?
Because once it's on the ground, we'll have to locate it and grab your target. As fast as we can. And the terrain there is typical California desert. Flat, dry, and empty. There'll be a big old sitting duck.
Satwave power station?
Yes. We need to break into it.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. But then what?
And then we strike. We hit the AV with an EMP.
Of course we do.
As soon as the AV is in range, we cause an electromagnetic pulse. The onboard electronics should fail outright.
Meaning what? Engines will shut down?
Everything will shut down. Engines included. Drive, navigation, communication systems.
V's masculine voice is annoying. He sounds like such a douche. There's a lot of affectation dashed on there for sure. I picked him for this character because I'm trying to play this V a little more douchey. He's a little fratty, yeah.
Aren't you, counting chickens? We can't actually know the AV will fly over the station.
Of course we can, but we don't have to. You'll see. It's bound to be quite a ride, but not one you'll regret. I've got everything planned out.
All right, let's ride.
Great. Hop in. It's cold out here.
A little cyber himbo.
Who owns this power station? Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
Hey, I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V.
Whose toes am I about to suck?
NBC is owned by a corporation.
You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffins.
You're on thin ice, V.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go. Because me, I had to carry a real Gannic iguana once.
Seriously? A live one?
Yup. Someone put him in a deep sleep, packed him in a cooler.
Huh.
No idea why.
I guess you don't get that line if you're not Nomad, but it wasn't marked as Nomad.
Your turn. Think you can beat that?
Hey, what's up, Bananarama?
Whoa. I'd say it's a tie.
Dead. In the trunk.
Okay, fine, you win.
Now we just chill.
We've almost reached the dam.
Oh.
We'll make a quick stop here.
Now you got a beefy PC, you want to play this again? It is
I want you
gorgeous.
to be able to use the gun, too. It should up our chances in general. Connect.
This part doesn't look so great.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else?
Because it's like super low light. I don't know.
You have to jig a little bit.
NPCs don't look super good in car interiors.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first.
That one ride with Dexter Deshawn at the beginning
An error.
is super cool looking.
Let me
But
look
it
around.
seems like some of the later like cutscene conversations
Here's Johnny.
weren't entirely lit properly.
Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
It's not a virus.
Hey, JC.
Malware.
Good to see you.
Do it eventually.
Thank you for the resub.
Will it affect the calibration?
We
We're gonna get the control glitch here? Let's find out. Man,
Okay.
sounds like some people have had some glitches in this game.
You see that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it.
Dang.
Good. Next target. Single shot. Okay. Just one more. Longer round. Great. We're done, I think. Now that wasn't so bad, was it?
So where's this power station?
Legendary JC, thanks for the prime.
I know a spot.
They're not glitches, it's V's chip malfunctioning. Actually, it's immersive. JC, I like that.
Sabotage a
I like that take.
power station. Jump a corpo transport. Kidnap a corpo suit.
Is this a plug for the word corpo, or do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me. 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cop. Maybe we can just get along.
Could be something to that, I suppose. What happened to us, it must have had some effect.
You're more like me than you think. You'll see.
But it goes both ways. Maybe you're becoming more
God.
like me.
Nah, no way.
It does look beautiful when the lights are like going by. Lighting across the character models is really good when there is lighting. I don't know why it's so dark. I would have guessed they would have put like accent lights in the car, especially since there's cutscenes in here. The character models are so good. It's just bizarre that they're in like near total darkness. Oh, Matrix 4 trailer? Yeah, I saw that. It got showed at like a at a conference or something, like a trailer conference for business people.
All looks clear.
Oh.
The area looks deserted. I see no patrols.
His voice is so natural.
The huge thing is the collection unit.
I agree.
And see the antennas?
Turns out he's a really good performer, so when he performs, it's good.
That's then converted into electric power.
I don't know. I guess a lot of people, even myself included, were a little curious if like his performance would be too like self-aware, or if it would be too Keanu Reeves. And he's definitely Keanu Reeves, but he's very obviously playing a character and playing it very well. And a lot of his line reads add a lot of flavor to the words he's saying, and that's kind of the whole point, right? I think his dynamic's really interesting, and the way that his character is played is perfect. Or I can't imagine it being better, I guess is what I would say.
Huh. Antennas run all the way down the interstate.
Mm-hmm. And they're linked, which is to your advantage. We just need to mess with the collection unit. A chain reaction will follow. Each one of the antennas will emit an EMP burst. The AV will be like a fly headed for a spider's web. We just have to fire off the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
Once we reach the
Hey,
station,
Loopbox.
set up a bypass for the detonator. You just overload the systems.
If Neo turns into a woman at the end of Matrix 4. I mean, Neo should be agendered at this point, right? He kind of turned into a Christ-like ball of light and reintegrated with machine consciousness or whatever. Oh, Matrix 4 was shown at CinemaCon. Neil Patrick Harris is in it? Cool. Cool. Maybe he's like Merovingian 2.
Panam, what if we cut all the cute stuff and blow the station up?
Normally, I'd love to, but an explosion would trigger an automatic shutdown protocol in each collector. All Night City would know we were there well before we got around the protocol. Nice idea, though. Maybe next time.
I always thought Neo was supposed to be non-gendered. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess his I'd say his clothing is inherently masculine, but I don't know that it's necessarily, you know, yeah. Certainly, the character Neo is played pretty agendered, you know? Like, one thing that I think is interesting about the Matrix films is the way that Keanu plays Neo. He never seems to enjoy fighting, and he never enjoys, like, shooting people. He's in cool, like, badass moments for sure, but he never even portrayed the, like, fuck yeah, I get to be, like, a superhero kind of vibe. Whereas most action heroes, I think, do have an ounce of that. Or there's like more emotion that they put into their performance. So I thought that was kind of interesting that, like, Neo and Trinity are gender roles. It's just not that heavy-handed. Yeah, I mean, there are some damsel in distress things that go on. But I think I think very intentionally that movie doesn't lean into a lot of, like, typical masculinity. Such an obvious Christ figure, but not that that's necessarily gendered. Yeah, it's gendered just in the sense that so much of our, you know, storytelling and our culture is gendered, that when we think of Christ figures, they're male, because that's just all the stories we tell. All of our ancient lore typically has males in that role. Yeah, only one of the sisters is doing 4. It's Lana, right?
Overload the system. Yes, ma'am. When do I start? Though, hoping that's not too complicated. Is it?
It shouldn't be. You just turn everything up as far as it'll go.
Crank it up to 11. Got it.
I'm just glad that any Wachowskis are still making any films. Just please keep doing it, please. Oh, your work is so good.
So what now?
I just hope they get budgets forever.
Time our arrival to the AV flight.
Got it.
There needs to be like a Patreon
Time to roll.
for Wachowski films.
Done anything like this before?
Or a series or whatever. Just let me pay for it.
No. Why do you ask?
Thought you would have done something like this with your clan.
No. We did take back one of ours from a convoy once. But this...
Jupiter's Sending was good.
Now?
I wouldn't say it was good, but I love that movie.
You don't miss it?
What? Jobs like this?
Being in a clan, being part of a family.
I could ask you the same. How do you feel, all on your own?
No. That chapter's closed. Besides, I try not to regret what's already decided. Just a time sink, usually.
I wish I could let bygones be bygones. Like you.
I feel like I ended that conversation early.
Okay, we'll be there in a moment. One last time.
Wonder if they'll keep the grungy city 90s vibes again for 4, or just keep it how it looks modern day.
This could get a little bumpy.
Well, like,
Get ready.
to me, the grunge look of the Matrix was meant to represent that it is like a machine-created reality, so it's all green and infected and weird. At least that's how it looks to us now that our eyes have been opened as the audience or whatever. Because those color schemes didn't necessarily apply to, like, the real world. That had kind of more natural blue tones and stuff. Has anyone told you to look at, like, Eskel from The Witcher? No, that one's new. That one's new on me, but I don't remember what Eskel looks like. Actually, hold on, let me look this up. Oh, like in the show? They meant the game. Oh yeah, the game. Probably what you're referring to. I know that was him in the show, huh? Yeah, that's pretty close. I can accept that. Not the show though. No, I can't. Like, I'll settle for the video game. But anyway, now that, like, the Matrix isn't supposed to be like a place of infection anymore, right?
Drone!
I'll deal with them.
Deal quick before they hit us!
Who even knows what? Well, I guess they showed the Matrix post-integration at the end. I guess when the sun was rising. I guess that shot wasn't greened, was it? I can't remember. Like, it was a crappy shot, and I don't know. Revelations had a pretty stupid ending, but...
I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
I could almost feel like everyone was exhausted by the end of the third movie.
Shit!
Got this.
Come on. Breathe. Ah, shit! Think we might have overdone it, Panam.
You'll survive.
Third one kind of just happens, yeah.
Do you see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas.
I've only seen the third movie one time. I've seen Matrix 1 and 2 so many times, but the third one I'm just like... I wonder how, like, there's that kind of sick Dragon Ball Z fight at the end. Which is, like, it was almost a Man of Steel fight way before Man of Steel, obviously.
V, get the
trying to show...
What happens to the chip?
Thanks for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on my base tab.
Watch out. The next one might.
Nope.
Johnny.
Poor Johnny. Getting microwaved a little bit.
Fucking hell.
Did Smith infect every human? Because there were so many Smiths. I think that's the implication.
Okay. I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay.
But then Neo figured out how to remove that thought infection from the human experience or whatever.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too.
The producer from Man of Steel actually watched the Neo vs. Smith fight in 3 and realized they could make a Superman movie? Really? Interesting. Because when I watched Man of Steel, I was like, oh, this is kind of like Matrix Revolutions, except way better. Zack Snyder is the exact director to do that kind of action.
Something like this.
The way he does like start and stop.
Don't worry.
To convey power and speed.
Just wait for my signal. Then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them.
Pulse time.
And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million euro Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
Blasting shit. Exactly what the doc ordered.
Blech.
That's exactly what I like to hear.
I fear too many current cultural references. I hope this isn't a South Park Matrix movie.
It's quiet. The hum of the
Do you mean like... So...
Voices...
What I would be afraid of is the movie directly talking about misinformation and how the internet is like... I mean, in a way, the parables of the first movie are being very keenly felt now, in that kind of Metal Gear Solid 2 kind of way. Like, everybody's like, oh crap, he was right. I mean, The Matrix 2, in the way that it talks about how machines can manufacture a reality for you. Well, if you're on Facebook and all you see is like anti-vax shit, that becomes your reality unless your worldview is crafted by computers. So it's very literally true now. It is a moving force in our current day. So I hope that they don't like repackage that to be way more palatable and understandable, and then just hit that point again, but harder. Because although people really struggle to understand it, which is interesting because it kind of like to get to even philosophically get Matrix 1, then you've grasped like pretty good informative philosophical ideas, which, you know, are not really for everyone. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious. Because certainly Matrix 2 bit off so much more than it needed to in terms of like making its characters important to the philosophies they represent, and sort of create... It's more of like a... God, it's basically like a thought experiment and like a philosophical debate with a hyper kung fu action set piece extravaganza wrapped around it, which means it's 100% my shit. But I do wonder like where those meters going to be for 4. Is it going to go heavy on the philosophy, Or is it just going to be just enough to, like, be like, oh, that's neat, just so they can do, like, slow-mo, ridiculous horse time bullet chewing sequences? I don't know, man.
It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells.
Sucks the right co-op to the red pill stuff. Yeah.
Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Consider, too, that, like, to me, the ultimate joke is that movement is so mindlessly addicted to media consumption that every single, like, philosophical tenet they have references a piece of media. Like, 90s media, too. 90s media and aughts media. And on top of that, it even doesn't understand the media it's referencing. Like, that's just how tragic it all is. And these are the exact people, too, that like to brag about being, like, free thinkers. It's like, no, dog, you not only are you taking all your thoughts from a movie, but you're not even getting the point that the creators put in there. People gonna be people.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open.
Imagine calling somebody a sheeple when your entire belief system is based off of, like, a 90-minute film from the late 90s.
It's there. Coming from Pacifica. All right. Get ready. One more second. One more.
Doodly doodly doodly.
Now.
Boom. There she is.
Oh, I shouldn't have hit it. Whoa.
Shit.
What's going on?
Oh, that's right. It doesn't work anyway.
Bullseye.
Pan Am, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it.
Give me a moment.
Pan Am, what are you doing?
You just had a rocket launcher.
That's how you do it.
It's losing altitude.
We got the best.
Red pill is based on Premarin, which is an estrogen pill? Really? Huh.
Stays in the air after a blast like that.
Either land or crash.
How long have you had the data hand, and have you attuned to it? Not really, no. I'm still trying to remember all the buttons, but...
What the hell are they
Finishing
doing?
up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in.
It's pretty cool.
Battery should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
it's Pan Am. Don't go near
Feels real comfy.
Do not approach.
My hand's floating on a cloud.
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao. Wait for me, or better get the hell out. They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me. The pulse is interfering. Shit. I have 3 on radar.
Drones?
Yes. Get ready.
They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach with the Scorpion. Shit! Probably jammed again. I'll fix it. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a
They're
bitch.
on our tail.
I know.
She's just stabbing it with a screwdriver.
Fucking latches. Don't want to open.
This is like the kind of maintenance they do in Fast and Furious films. Vin Diesel's just under the hood, turning a wrench, and all of a sudden the car works.
For the time being, at least.
Time being's all we need.
That's how you work on cars? Yeah. Just gotta give that ratchet 2 1/4 turns.
Saw it! Behind that hill.
Well, one less thing to worry about.
Shadow, thanks for the raid.
Pan Am, you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Yeah, Fast 9 was not good, Bill Pax.
I'll live.
I agree thoroughly. Like, not only was it really generic, that I just realized I didn't have a particular window up. Not only was it really generic, it could have been like any superhero movie, because it was a superhero movie. Could have been any of them, but it I don't know. It wasn't even a good version of a generic thing. Like they would have these like big stunt sequences that would just end, and they didn't end in any way that made sense that they should end. So whenever like Vin Diesel had to like grapple swing his car across a chasm, he landed on the other side of the chasm on like this little pad, and then the scene ended because he was over there now. Like it didn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they just chase him there? How does he get out of there? Oh, it's just like little things that make no sense. Or like whenever they find their mystical underground base, and then just right over there is like a hatch that like opens into some weird chamber that has chains hanging down for some reason, and then Vin Diesel like pulls them all down on top of himself in a very self-sacrificial move, but then he's just alive again in the next scene, so like it doesn't mean anything. And like, why did that room exist in the first place? Why was it there? There's so many like things in that movie that are there just to be stunts, which is like, whatever, I don't care, it's Fast and Furious, but like the playfulness of that series was always like that stupid self-seriousness.
Perfect. Keep broadcasting over.
The like soap opera aspect of it.
Swear.
Also, John Cena didn't ever fight Vin Diesel. He didn't really have action scenes with anyone. When The Rock joined, like he and Jason Statham were throwing each other through tables and shit. John Cena didn't do anything. He just kind of stood there and frowned.
But no Scorpion.
That was it. Weak, man. Weak as fuck. I wonder if it's just like... I wonder what got in the way of that.
It's expired.
If it was like contractual shit. Cena was like, I'm not doing a fight with Vin or what, I don't know.
V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our...
Also, so wait a minute. So, by the end of the movie, you learn that his brother actually wasn't bad. But he is bad, though. Why was he, like, trying to steal the thing? Why was he doing bad things in the movie? They didn't really address that. He's still a bad guy. It's just tragic, I guess?
Our bearings.
Might be a stretch, but John Cena does not get along with Vin. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of people do. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. V.
What movie did they go from racing to fighting the military? 6.
I don't...
I know.
7 is the one. No, yeah, it was 7 basically. When Mr. Nobody shows up, they basically become U.S. military when Mr. Nobody kind of recruits them to his clandestine government organization, which was, you know, still fun. But yeah, then it just turned into like, we have to fight the terrorists to save the world.
Oh no, no.
Fast 5 is where they collaborate with The Rock at the end. Yeah, I guess that's when they're not, but they are like just stealing. They are stealing from another criminal, so they're still doing an illegal activity, and it's not because they're being heroes. It's because they want money. 6 and 7 is when they actually start to be like, okay, we'll save the world, I guess.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Why is it not? Oh, okay.
Caldos.
I had scan locked on.
Mitch, he's alive. They have them. Oh no.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Alta Caldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Don't worry. We don't know
set
for
up the
sure.
launcher. They'll tear us to shreds if we get too close.
Can we take it down somehow?
Maybe. But we have to get there first.
Another drone I'm not scanning? Finally giving me... Who cares?
If not for those damned glitches, I could have warned them. This is all my.
Remember when Jason Statham and
Hell, were they following
Vin
me?
Diesel fight each other with big wrenches in 6? Yeah. On the top of like a parking structure. Uh-oh. I think it just crashed. Good stuff. Cyberpunk. And then Vin Diesel stomped on the ground real hard and cracked the sidewalk. And then Jason Statham fell. Whoa, Cyberpunk is flatlined. Cool stuff. It took my display with it. Ugh. What the fuck is going on? Monitor's all choppy. Weird as it looks smooth on the other capture, but it's like 12 FPS for me. There we go. All right. G-Sync up to its old tricks. Just gotta wait for all the blinks to come and go. That's how it is. It's so blinky. Why does it blink so much? Did introduce my nephew to the animated Resident Evil movies, and my god, Leon is so cool in Resident Evil Vendetta. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm glad that you discovered just how cool he is. Jesus Christ. Oh, stop blinking so much. Stop it. I'm sick of looking at blinks. Great. Oh. Well, I guess I don't technically need Explorer to be running. It ain't cyber if it doesn't blink. Good point, good point. Hey, no problem. Hey, no problem. You up late? Yeah, Cam Woo. I had a coffee. I finally like finished a lot of house chores and a lot of house tasks. So I figured I would put in some time. Tomorrow's gonna be a big old stream day. I got a lot of stuff done today that I'd been needing to do, a lot of like to-do list kind of things. Now they're all done. So now I can just stream. I can stream my little heart out.
If not for those damned glitches, I could have warned them. This is all my doing.
Tell me about it, Panam.
How were they following the AV? The fools.
Listen, we saw Mitch. They probably got Scorpion too. We'll find them. Help them out.
If they're still alive.
They're alive.
You know what time you'll start streaming tomorrow?
It's gonna be okay.
Maybe around 11 or noon?
Mind that launcher.
Yeah, tomorrow is today, that's true. So, whenever I fall asleep, probably 8 hours from there.
Okay, here's the plan. You stay in the car.
No, not so fast. I will go with you. Those are my people.
Pan Am. Hate to break it to you, but you're hurt. Wait in the car. I'll try and take out the launcher.
Fine. But I have Mitch's rifle. I will try to cover you from here.
Good idea. Let's move.
Oh, Shellin, you're almost got that VIP or ban. Ooh. That reminds me, I gotta run some tests and make sure that it's functioning properly. It's been handing out some bans lately, which, you know, it's supposed to do by design, but somebody's got to get VIP every now and then.
Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect.
Yeah, Ruby got banned, unfortunately.
You are instructed to reveal yourself.
But cool.
Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
I didn't think you could like stealth kill the robots. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that big fella. That's gonna be a challenge. I might need to use this sniper. God. This is just wide open.
Requesting support.
Okay, fine. Alright. Come on. I wanna... Definitely... Okay, we'll just do this. Oops. Our shotgun. Oh. Alright. Equip you for now. I'm not happy about it, though. Yeah, come roll up here, please. Yeah. Oh, okay. Common flashbang is pretty effective. Okay. Let me see if I can remember how to change that. There we go. Nope. Okay, Q and E. Okay. Okay, alright. There. Okay, alright. Are you sure flashbangs work on... I don't think flashbangs work on drones. I need an EMP grenade, actually. Sorry, I'm still kind of fiddling with the buttons a little bit. So I apologize if, okay. I'm not really on point with my button taps.
Subject refusing to cooperate.
Yes! That rules.
Come on, sticks.
Did she call a robot a limp dick? Ow!
Won't get rid of us that easily.
Path's clear.
I'm coming for you.
Are still able to hold hundreds of heals? Yeah, it seems like it. I think they can stack up to 99. But their dicks always be hard.
Open the door. I'll cover you.
Making some sense?
Now! Step back! Back! Toss your weapons, or I'll shoot! I repeat,
you don't see
drop
the shit
your weapons,
you're in?
now!
You shoot him, and a millisecond later, you'll eat lead too.
I let him go, I'll still eat lead!
Shoot him.
Up.
Look around. You're fresh out of children.
We'll see about
For
that!
fuck's sake, fucking shoot him
Fuck
already!
up.
Fuck!
Pan Am!
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on, girl. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat, Pan Am. They regrouped so fast. Started shooting rockets and shit. I lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here? Mitch? Mitch? He's safe,
Pan
right?
Am, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No!
Meech.
Are you sure? No, he...
Scorpion, the rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is why?
I need the guy who's riding this AV. You know anything, see anything.
Took him with him. In our cars.
Where?
West, small unit. Your passenger's entourage.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but couldn't connect.
If they took your cars, we might be able to follow their tracks.
Pan Am, listen. I know it's not the best time, but I need help.
I always keep my word. Mitch, I will find those sons of bitches. I swear.
Go. I'll call the crew. Get all this cleaned up.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds good. Kang Tao lost contact.
She just got shot.
Probably looking for it. Better
She's showing the biggest whale tail in history. More or less, yeah. She has like an underbody suit.
I promise.
And her pants hang in such a way that basically make it look like she's whale tailing. Yeah.
Scorpion and the rest. Look, I know how you feel. I mean it. I'll help you settle your score with Kang Tao.
I will destroy them, V. Every last one.
We're in this together. To the bitter end.
You know what, V? You're all right. You helped me with Nash. You helped me with Mitch. To my mind, I owe you a favor. You're Hellman. I will find him.
Ah, so that's what this is? Just paying your debts?
No. Nomads always help their own.
Oh, so I'm one of yours now. Sounds good. Let's ride. Hope they didn't go far.
We'll see. The tire tracks start there. We'll follow them.
Oh. Like when I have a health issue, I look down and see how ridiculous I look with my big stupid boots. I want that. I want that green thing. I think it fell under the plane, though. Oh, fine. And the tracks. Oh. Gotta use my Witcher eyes to solve this riddle.
Here.
Oh,
Let's
that was
follow.
fast.
Find them.
She's got a hole in her hip. She's on a motorcycle of all things.
Scorpion said I would hate Night City.
He knew you that well.
Probably better than I know myself. He said when I'd had enough of the city, we would stock up on canned kibble, fill a couple of thermoses with coffee and whiskey, hit the road. He said we would get away from it all.
Sounds like a real adventure.
Yeah. But he's at home.
All I see is cracked concrete and rust. But they thought they would call their friends. They were in for one hell of a surprise. Watch out! There's a sniper behind the van! Wipe them out, V!
You got it.
Let's get them! Run for my friends, you asshole!
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Focus!
Come on, V!
We need
They're on their last leg!
The rest must have taken Hellman with them.
Well, that's that.
Better hurry then.
That was kind of like a finishing move a little bit. Why does he have a coffee maker on him? It seems like they changed the loot tables a little bit. Enemies have weirder things now. And yeah, the drops are kind of on different pay scales, it seems. I wonder if the like drops more, maybe they scale based a little bit more on your level and the quality of the item, because yeah, before it just seemed like it was either good or bad. It was either worth 10 credits or worth like 1,000. Oh right, motorcycle. I did kill everybody. They just, the loot table's pricing of items and they were generally adjusted down. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That That is my...
One of their rides. Let's check it.
Dunno if we'll find anything else here.
Enough.
That is, that's my perception as well. Normal enemies don't have purple rarity guns and weapons now? Yeah. I mean, it was, like, it would rarely drop it, yeah. That's how I made most of my money. That's how I bought all the cars, was like, the high-value drops from random enemies.
All that damn interference.
They're coming for him, don't worry.
You know what?
What?
This is my life right here. These tracks lead up past the hill to an...
Oh, that sounded like interesting dialogue.
I wager that's where they're holding Hellman.
Alright, well.
Good morning, Night City.
Okay, covering you.
Is it a mirage? A hologram? No, my friend.
They didn't want me... Wait, will they not let me drive closer?
There and enjoy the sun.
That's, what? Fuck, god damn it.
Patrols.
Alright, fine.
Definitely set up shop here.
We'll do it like this.
I see. They must have Hellman locked up somewhere.
Look at how cool I look. Oh, bring that back out.
Not what you would find if the place were closed.
Oh!
Might have managed to
It's like a little Mega Man jump. Woo.
No, soon enough.
Woo! Woo! Careful. Here comes a cyber ninja. Doing, doing, doing. Looks like the game wants you to drive at turtle pace. Yeah. They have, like... That stuff has to be rough. Because it's either, like... Maybe assume that somebody's going to move a little more slowly if they want to play, like, cinematically, or you just make the next checkpoint really far away. And that's kind of annoying, too. I feel like I need to stealth a little more because I want to get thrown knives, but I guess knocking dudes out is stealth. But this is going to be difficult to do. The turret and whatnots. Nice. Damn, that didn't give a whole lot of stealth. Driving montage just justify story dialogue. I mean, there's a fair amount of that in this game. They're pretty creative with how they deliver dialogue most of the time. I'll be honest, but yeah, there's a few like get to drive across town and talk. Oop. Poor guy had a stress ball. He's trying to find his zen. Oh shit. Must have been rats. Nope. It was me. Cyber Ninja.
Suspicious activity detected.
You don't say. Oh. Shit.
Hey.
Ooh. That's not right at all. Oh, I can't go through there. That doesn't open. Damn it. Fuck. I really should have had a bug out plan. Recommend that hand thing? I mean, it's pretty comfortable, but it does take a while to get used to.
Covering you.
Drones, patrols. Definitely set up shop here.
I see. They must have Hellman locked up somewhere. But V, see that? The pumps look pretty good. Not what you would find here.
Of course.
The bastards need to manage to call the transport.
No soon enough.
I wonder if I can, like... Oh, great. Oop. That's right, it's F. Wait, how do I get out of this? C. There we go. Okay. Oh, I thought I turned those off. Maybe the Aegis was something else. Oh, 270. It's like a controller and mouse in one. It's more like a keyboard and a controller in one, because it has a stick and a D-pad and then a lot of paddles that you can then map to buttons. But what it enables you to do is use an analog stick and a mouse at the same time, which is pretty great. It gives you the combination of all, best of all worlds, really. This is kind of fun, running around and like taking out people one at a time. Because if you can like hack them to death before they get off a distress call, it doesn't really trigger an alarm. So if you can blitz them like one at a time and then like run away, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It feels Cyber Ninja-y. I'm into it. There's a guy up here though. I haven't done this in a long time. Ugh. My buffers. That's a good way to get some credits, that's right. Maybe, did they adjust the amount you get for hacking those things too?
Come out alone and you won't get hurt.
I like that guy's voice. That might be my favorite, like, NPC voice.
Show yourself, terrorist!
It's a different voice. Good God. That was like 18 crackle cracks. It's like when you pop your neck at a... after a really long day. Uh-oh. The risk of sounding snarky, isn't that just a stealth run? I mean, I guess. That's a bit different. Ah, you're right. It basically is. Alright. Go loud. Carried my... Woo.
I'll shoot you down!
Target nearby.
I've got this.
Uh-oh. That's what I want.
Fire!
I'm in.
Hellman, they have to be
here. Surround him! On my way.
Whoa! Damn! I wonder what got me. Brrr. That's kind of the second time that happened. Oh, headshot? Is that what that is?
Hey, anyone else catch that?
He attacked me!
An explosive barrel? Maybe. Maybe I was wisely taking cover behind an explosive barrel. Ooh.
Not bad, I dare say. Grenade! Grenade!
Maybe it was one of the snipers or something. Ah, keep accidentally hitting the button.
Fire! Fire! He had no right to leave! I'll shoot him down!
Ooh, Milho, thank you for the sub. Loving these Finnish-friendly times. Yeah, I should be streaming some more and at weirder hours in the next week, basically.
Affirmative!
Wait, where?
Don't break ranks!
Unit lost!
Darkhand, thanks for the prime. Oh.
Keep firing, goddammit!
I'm in.
Hellman, he has to be here.
Oh shit! Ooh, wow. Or a weapon vendor just chilling out in there. I mean, I guess if I were a weapon vendor, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
What the hell?
Who sent you?
Hey, easy. We gotta talk.
Who are you working for? Yorinobu Arasaka. Do you wish to take me back home?
Pathetic rat's got nowhere left to scurry off to. He's out of lifelines. Shut him up already.
Not a fan, I take it.
You haven't found a fan in him either.
Yeah, Steph's in Poland.
The fucker doesn't know who to be scared of more.
She's finally hanging out with the people she launched this game with. Because she's worked there for over a year now and hasn't really spent any time in person with any of her coworkers, so she's basically doing what amounts to new hire orientation.
Seem to recall you were gonna tell Takamura when you got Hellman.
Yeah, just a sec. I'll call him.
Hey, look at that. Look at the eyes follow you. Wait, are they actually following me? Oh shit, they are. That's fucked up. Oh. Even in death, the cyber eyes know where to look. That's so sick. That's gotta be a bug, but holy shit. That's a good one. That's incredible. Here, let's just put this here so we don't have to worry about it. Hup! There! Everything's fine. Alright.
Just remember, you have Hellman, and that's one hell of a card. Try to win something with it.
Takamura saved my life, remember?
Because it was in his fucking interest to do so. Still just biz. He's no friend of yours.
We didn't mix that line, did we?
Takamura, good news. Got Hellman.
Alive? What did he say?
Alive, alive. Not too talkative now. Taking him to the Sunset Motel.
I will come to you. Keep him there until I arrive.
You got it.
Wiggly facial hairs. He's fine. His own ass on his face? Damn right.
Better take him somewhere you can talk in peace.
True.
That's what happens when you... Oh. Those bad boys? Oh no, it's just the radio, okay.
Looks like your new Chimbas are here.
Is that him?
Sure is.
Take him outside. Toss him on the bike.
Stay right there.
The cavalry has arrived. Mitch gathered together a few Elder-Caldas.
The road was clear. I don't think we were spotted. We would still do better not to hang around too long.
What do you plan to do with him?
Just gotta ask him a few important questions.
I sure hope you get some important answers. Saul.
Everything's done here. All clear.
Saul.
I heard Mitch is alive thanks to you.
Thanks to V and Pan Am. They both saved my ass.
I just hope he was worth it.
Saul, I tried to raise Scorpion, but he... Maybe I could help out somehow?
I think you've helped enough.
I tried to stop him. Sure. Just turn around now. Let it all be damned.
You're good at that, aren't you?
Thanks for the support.
You helped us, we help you. Have a safe
A
return.
little late, though. A little late. I'm so pissed off, I'm gonna teleport.
Oh.
Need to put that Dragon Ball Z, like, teleport sound over it. He's out of here.
Hey, don't worry about Saul.
He knows magic.
I don't give a damn.
He's cyber-cloaked.
Gives a damn about you, Pan Am. As soon as he heard what had happened, he ordered us to follow you.
Yeah,
He was
Saul's
worried
good.
something would happen
Saul?
Why is the leader?
That was his?
Look, maybe you two don't see eye to eye at the moment, but you're family, and Saul will do anything for family.
Family.
The thing is, am I even part of the family anymore?
You know you are.
Family.
Come back to us.
Family.
I understand.
Sorry you had to witness that. Things just get complicated. Dramatic sometimes. But...
Familial.
And you look out for yourself, all right?
And that's it. Until next time.
They're coming. You got a minute.
Let's move!
Until next time. Take care of Scorpion's bike. It's yours now.
New bike. There's a new car, too. But I'm not sure where or how to get it. So maybe I gotta Google that up. How many times have I completed the game? I personally have finished it once. But I watched Stephanie play through the whole thing. So I've seen some dimension of it. Oh yeah, this works now, so they say. Yay, that's a smile. All right. Arr. Arr. All right, okay. We did it. Only took like 9 months for the mirrors, for the expressions in the mirror to work. Gotta flip this chair around and rap.
Hey.
Where am I? What is this place?
Want to talk about your little invention. Biochip you made for Arasaka.
Fine. But let's get one thing straight first. Yorinobu Arasaka didn't send you?
No.
This means you must have an offer for me. If your boss will pay more than Kang Tao, I believe we can talk.
You misunderstand me. There is no offer.
What do you want?
Your text trying to kill me. Pretty sure that's not how it's advertised.
If you wish to file a complaint, I'll need more details.
Got Johnny Silverhand's construct stuck in my head, and I don't want it there.
Silverhand? Construct? That's impossible.
Where did you get this biochip?
Shouldn't that be how we were able to change our appearance? I mean, I think it's more of a narrative tool, actually. I think it's there
To know more about your condition.
Yeah. I think it's there to, like, offset the fact that it's not third person, to give you more opportunities to look at your character and see, like, the gear that you have and the cyberware you have installed and stuff like that. But I also think it's meant to be, like, as the game goes on and you get closer and closer to dying, the moments where you look at yourself in the mirror, I think, have a different gravity. And they have those mirrors in, like, pretty big story beats. Usually you're in, like, a place like this, like a room where a story event happens, and there's a mirror there. So I think, like, it's sort of placed there to give you, and this is being very apologetic for the game, but the way I read it is it was intended to be a moment of reflection, literally and figuratively. Also, as you play the game, you get more of Johnny Silverhand's gear, and the stats on it are pretty good, so you end up wearing some of it. So I think you also look in the mirror and you start to realize you look more and more like Johnny Silverhand as the game goes on. All the while, his personality is taking over you, too. So, sometimes later you look in the mirror and Johnny's there instead. Oh, that never happened to me, John Metz. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, but sometimes Neo. Yeah, all of Keanu Reeves' various roles appear in the mirror at some point. But yeah, that's... So basically Arkham Knight? Yeah, basically. You're getting Jokerized. It would still be cool if we could change our character. Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's going to happen eventually. That'll be DLC somewhere down the road. I mean, they added... I don't think... Did Witcher 3 ship with hair? I mean, you can't change how Geralt looks beyond his hair, so... In that regard, it's got more customization than Witcher 3 did anyway. But less than GTA, so... They got some catch-up to do. I'm the Silverhand, baby! God damn it. Society! Corporations! I'm gonna take a quick break and go use the restroom. Actually, shit, it's 2 a.m. Fuck. I should just go to sleep. I can't save right now. I'm gonna do this conversation. Oh! Man, Johnny was not happy about me pausing the game.
You have to remove the biochip from my...
Witcher 3 didn't ship with different hairs? Okay, they patched it in later.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
So where's the problem?
If you're telling the truth, you slotted in a new experimental version of the biochip.
You know what it feels like most... It feels like most people... Maybe this is strong. And the comparison is not fair either, because you know, Cyberpunk did ship a little bit worse than Witcher 3 did. But it feels like most people played Witcher 3 after a lot of the DLC was out. Like, they probably got the Game of the Year edition. So, maybe something similar happened with Cyberpunk. Like, the next-gen patches come out, there'll be, like, a Game of the Year... Well, I don't know, it didn't get a Game of the Year award, but... there'll be, like, next-gen patches and, like, DLC and stuff like that. A deluxe edition, where people will come at it, like, ready to accept that it might be different or better or fixed. And then maybe people that are mad at it will play it and kind of be willing to see it with fresh eyes. New cyber eyes.
How's the prototype version different? It's got a different engram, something more... aggressive?
The biochip is what's unique, not Silverhand's engram. The previous version of the chip was only used to communicate with pre-saved engrams.
And it was rare as fuck and cost a fortune. Yeah.
This one's rarer. Meant to install and activate the engram in a new...
It reviewed well and the sales followed.
Well,
Well,
project was still in the trial phase.
it was like word of mouth that led to long tail sales, really. Reviews really don't affect sales numbers at all. It's interesting. It's marketing and word of mouth that really matters.
You wish to know more about your condition?
And Cyberpunk sold really well. Actually, I just saw it was in the top 10 for Steam again. Last month. It was like number 8. So it's still selling. Game was overhyped and delivered half finished.
Say something.
Yeah, depending on the platform. I got to play the one that was mostly finished, so I was spoiled. The old adage, no such thing as bad press, still rings true. I mean, a little bit. A game being infamous is better than being unknown, but I really think that on a bigger scale, the whole, like, the indignity and the anger that was experienced in, like, the core games bubble didn't super extend out to everyone.
About your condition.
Because the game sold like 30 million copies or something like that. No, it was less than that. But still, like, move numbers, pretty significant ones that imply that like people being mad about it wasn't actually that big of a deal, and it's still selling. So there's not really another game like Cyberpunk 2077. How many games have a true Cyberpunk open world? I'm not trying to make excuses, but as someone vying for this world, there's not that many options. Yeah, there's been more games to be announced, but yeah, you're right. Like, tons got announced, none of them ever actually shipped. People like to wring their hands about, like, Prey 2. Yeah, it didn't exist. And, you know, there's things like Cloudpunk and The Ascent, like, smaller scale, smaller scope Cyberpunk games, but yeah, pretty much. I think it was the absurd wait from the initial trailer. What, 2013? Yeah, that's a pretty long wait. They should have waited until they started dev on it.
Your condition.
Because apparently it was only actually in development for like 4 years. So yeah, if people assumed that it was in development from the very first trailer, then yeah, I could see why it would also be underwhelming. If you think it had like a Star Citizen amount of time and money poured into it. I remember Witcher 3 being real buggy at launch. Had to glitch a trophy to pop play back in 2015. People seemed really mad at the time, but it simmered down, especially when the first expansion came. Yeah, I think something similar would have happened here too, except it was this weird intersection of like the marketing really capturing people's interest in zeitgeist kind of, and then like people being like effusively positive for Witcher 3. It's weird. Nearly every like article that bashes Cyberpunk, like, writers go out of their way to talk about how much they liked Witcher 3. Which, you know, everyone liked Witcher 3, so it makes sense, but it's like, kind of like I was saying, it did feel like, because I was this way too, I didn't play Witcher 3 at launch. I played Witcher 1 and 2 at launch, bizarrely. So 3 came out and I was like, I'll give it a minute. I think I played it a little bit at launch, but I certainly didn't finish it. I had to come back later for that. So I think it's that weird dynamic where people played the patched, more content complete version of Witcher 3, got their hopes set by that, which is, you know, not unreasonable. And then the cycle kicked back to fresh. Well, whatever. I just hope that, like, I hope that people give it another chance someday. Because it would be a shame if people made their minds up before trying to experience it. We'll see.
Yeah, great. Your tech works. Now get it out of me.
Well.
I would have to see it first.
Whoa, we just met. Haven't built up that sort of trust yet.
How did you think this was going to go? If you want me to help you, I must examine you.
Okay.
Skyrim used to have such a bad performance and stability on the 360 and PS3. Yeah, people don't remember that. I mean, things should be better now. Things ought to be better now. It's not like we should be playing launch Skyrim forever. But like GTA 5 ran like shit on the 360.
Who's the one who's gonna help us?
I think people kind of justifiably forgot what like late gen open world games are like.
What is it?
What a pity I won't be able to examine it fully.
Yeah, real shame. You could have been his guinea pig too.
Tell me how to get rid of it.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
Here come those angry cellos.
The neural network has
they're not cellos.
Deteriorated. It can no longer function independently of the chip. The only thing I could
Woohoo, it's bargaining time.
Is to give you information on a good clinic in Sweden. They'll help you through the terminal stages. Minimize the pain.
What exactly is going on in my head?
You tell me, what's it like to have two personalities? Because it's not like you're hearing voices. You are both yourself and Silverhand simultaneously.
Didn't come here for the philosophy lecture.
It's not philosophy. It's neurobiology. And your evidence just confirmed my hypothesis.
Have you noticed the construct's influence on your decision-making?
Sheesh, give it a rest.
Know what? That's enough. You just playing for time? Because I can't tell. Are you trying to convince me you're useless? 'Cause I mean, in that case, I can just shoot you in the head and save us both some time.
Finally.
I will try to help you, if you come with me to Kangtao.
I'll try, just isn't gonna cut it. Actually, it's almost like you're trying to buy your way in with the Chinese, at my expense.
Do you even realize how much data is in your head? Even if I can't help you, the data must be saved.
Well, fuck me sideways. What a half-brain gunk. He just admitted you're right.
Forget Kangtao. Got any other ideas?
If you think there's anyone else who can help you, I could give you the blueprints. Complete project documentation. Kangtao offered quite the sum for it.
You got it with you?
He's got to. Gonk's fucking useless without him.
Hey, Takamura? What the hell is he doing here?
He's got a few questions of his own for you. You play nice, he might even save your ass. I'm almost done. The blueprints.
The ability for consoles to get on the internet seems to have encouraged more companies to get sloppy with what kind of games are acceptable to be released.
Find someone fluent in technobabble.
I think that's pretty selective memory. Games were mega busted back in the day too, and they couldn't be patched. They would release different revisions of games to retail though. There were different versions of like Zelda, things like that, because they couldn't patch it.
Time to waste, B.
And that doesn't mean that games were not. Games were way buggier back in the day, like way buggier. But that stuff just kind of gets faded to memory. Also, people only remember the good games, the ones that were like tested extensively. So they think about the 10 best games on PS2 and they're like, back when games were good. You play an average game on a PS2 and it would run worse, be buggier, have way fewer features, like way less content, gameplay stuff, anything.
It's all yours. I'll give you two some space.
I hope we can come to...
I mean, my memory's not perfect either, but
that is certainly in your best.
Having played a lot of games for many numbers of years,
I will remember this.
Games are higher quality, have more content, and are more functional now than they've ever been.
We did not give you even a glass of water. Unacceptable. Inhumane. That is not me. You will see the difference. I will give you full buckets.
He's doing the good cop thing. That's Takamura. What the fuck, man? I am so nice. I will be very nice to you. Takamura's the best. Oh my gosh.
See that? Fuck me. Just look at that.
Anyway, I apologize for being contrarian.
Sons of bitches.
This is the part where you divulge your master plan to annihilate Arasaka?
No. It's the part where I say I despise petty merc thieves who think they're hot shit rebels after setting foot in the afterlife. Might think you took on Arasaka, but you're just a bug they scraped off the sole of their boot and tossed in the trash.
Know what? Afraid I don't got time for chit-chat.
Lacking the balls. That's your problem.
Scooting around a little bit.
Exactly no rep in this town and the chooms to match.
Still got better prospects than a carbon copy ghost of a washed-up rocker boy locked in a trinket.
Your last prospect was to net some eddies on a stolen biochip. Remember how that went?
You're a dick, you know.
And you're a cunt. Maybe we'll fit together after all.
What an amazing line. I really hope that whoever wrote that line, like, just like, they like got up and like did a fist pump. You're like, whoo! They took the rest of the day off. High five somebody really hard.
So, ready?
Earned my check today, damn.
You seem to know a lot about my past.
Well, seen flashes of your past. Just like you've seen flashes of mine.
Pisses me off that our memories blend. Don't have my own anymore. Ship's the worst thing that ever fucking happened to me.
Mean to say I haven't earned the top spot yet.
An arrogant asshole's no small problem, but it ain't my biggest. Dying is.
Death by becoming someone else. You didn't do anything to deserve that fate.
You afraid of death?
I'm afraid of wasted opportunities.
Like Arasaka Tower?
Came through it, as you can see, and I ain't done with them yet.
Your goal's to bury Arasaka, demolish it. Mine's to stay above ground. Seem pretty clearly defined, both.
Actually aligned pretty nicely, too. You need Mikoshi to save your life? That done, I can burn it to the ground.
There it is. The Crusade. Get to Mikoshi, smash the system.
Okay. I'll tell you why I want to destroy Arasaka, but I'll only tell you once. Want to hear it?
What if I... Okay.
Right?
Thought about letting the timer go, but...
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets.
Oh, here he goes. It's Henry Rollins' monologue. Oh, no worries, Vic. It's Johnny Look is free DLC that was in the latest patch.
Might be right. Can't really argue with you there.
V, I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand?
Jesus. I did some old punk shit.
It takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. You still don't see it, but you will one day.
Damn. Oh, gonna pop your copy in? Yeah, they put out a pretty big, like, stability patch. That added just teensy little dashes of new stuff.
I also learned something through my own efforts. We must meet.
Where'll it be this time? Trash processing plant? Deserted end-cart station?
In the south of Japantown, there is a street market.
Want to talk about endings? Yeah, I think so. It's been long enough.
Main Street.
I mean, there were some people saying that they couldn't finish, so maybe try to be a little bit vague.
Do not make me wait.
Steel Battalion stream? Oh my gosh. I really like that game. That game's legitimate, too. It's hard as fuck. That game has some, like, Dark Souls difficulty. It's got permadeath, too. You get, like, a certain number of, like, if you stay in the cockpit when your mech blows up, you die. If you eject, you get to try again, but you only get to try again like 3 or 4 times. And then you see this like screen saying, you have blown up too many mechs, you've cost the government too much money, and then it like shows you a game over screen of you at like a desk job. You're just like at a table and that's it. You don't get to pilot mechs anymore.
No.
So the game is just straight up over. Man, Steel Battalion was some real shit. Yeah, it deletes your save. I only got to like the 4th or 5th level in that game. And it was tough.
Job. The urgent kind. Someone is yanking my friend's drones out of the sky.
Check out the core.
Oh, the keybind switching? Yeah. So
The details are attached.
that's a side effect of using a... So the Azeron basically recognizes the stick as like an X input stick, which makes the game think an Xbox controller is put in. But whenever I move the mouse, it thinks that it's mouse keyboard, as it ought to. So yeah, a lot of games now will do like smart icon switching. But since I'm doing both, it keeps flickering back and forth. And some games will let you manually set what icons show. This one does not. So it just flickers. Same thing happened in Doom Eternal too, which is one of the reasons, honestly, why I don't use this much for many games is because the icon flickering is a bit annoying. So, let's see. I'm trying to remember how... There it is. Okay. There's a new car, and they said you could get it after... You could get it after the mission I just finished, but I don't know where to go get it. It's just... Oh, actually, wait. I think... I don't miss my guess. Yeah, let's see here. Archer Quartz? Wait, wasn't that in the gig list? Yeah, here we go. I don't have enough money. Dang it. I can go look at it, though. I want to see it. The vibe of this game is hella depressing as well. Yeah. Thematically, the game is all about death. Death and age and existentialism and soulless corporate living. It's about hope and humanity, too. I mean, I think the game makes an absolute point to reinforce how even in this world with corporations that, like, have tried to choke the humanity out of everything, humanity still endures. Quests of, like the funeral and stuff like that. Missions that aren't about combat, that aren't about murdering corpos or whatever. Ugh. This card's a little more slidey. Oh, I killed somebody bad. Alright. Well, luckily Night City Police aren't that dedicated to their jobs. You might end up having enough because the price in the menu might not be the same as when you get to the car. Wait, really? Okay. That's good news. Where's my car customization? I need car customization, I need a working trim, and I need wall running. Otherwise, it's a bad game. I mean, to be fair, those are nice features to have. Yeah, that's kind of neat, though. They added all the, like... They added all the lights in the distance for cars that are immediately despawned. Seems like there's way fewer cars on the road. I would say it is at night, but I don't know that that makes a difference in this game. Anyway, if you're in chat and you want to customize cars, that's fine. I'm not directly mocking you. But as a pretentious pinky out gamer, I'm bummed that the aspects of this game that I really enjoy are often kind of overlooked or lost in that discussion. Uh-oh. That man knows when it's time to walk away from the hot dog stand. Good for you. Just stomped away. Definitely Witcher 3? Oh, yeah. That was actually one of the... When I kind of switched to doing a lot more streaming, or streaming full-time, really, when the pandemic broke out. Witcher 3 was one of my, like, project games, because I'd waited so long to play it. Yeah, but I played through Witcher 3, and all the DLCs, did all the side content. It was wonderful. It was really good. Also, I don't know. I feel like this game is as fun to drive around as it is in, like, GTA 5, which is saying a lot. And the radio's about as good. It's not as big, but it's all original music, which counts for a lot. It's just, like, I don't know. It's weird how none of those things get the game any credit. It's all, like, the tiny things it doesn't have. Oh. Time for a J-turn. Pablo, we are getting big cyber. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer, though. It's getting late. It's getting late, and I got a big day of streaming tomorrow. What's the mini keyboard? It's an Azeron keypad. Yeah, no sweat about it. Usually I put the command in the title. Wasn't driving super slidey. I remember just crashing into everything trying to turn. I mean, it depends what car you're in. The beginning cars handle like shit. You gotta lean on that handbrake a little bit. Yeah, exactly, Faye. You gotta stop streaming so I can stream more. Gotta serve the meat. The meat demands sleep. Alright, let me take a look at this sweet new ride. Wait, is this the new car? I don't think this is the new car. Is this the new car? Oh, maybe it is the new car. That looks weird. That looks like a texture that's not supposed to be there. And also, yeah, it's still 29K. Looks so nice in there, though. Look at that, like, digi-camo. What are you planning for later? Good question. I haven't really thought through it that much. I do have a nice modded up version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that I wanted to start playing. I don't think it's a new car. I don't think it is either. There's also Psychonauts 2. There's No More Heroes 3. Destiny 2 I wanted to get back into. Yeah, so lots of stuff. Lots of good stuff. I also wanted to put in some JRPG time, some cozy JRPG time. So maybe like Dragon Quest 11 or something like that. But all right, I'm gonna call it there. But thank you guys very much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I know this is a weird time for me, but it's gonna get weird. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get weird. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow or later today, depending on what time zone you're in. See ya.
Well, what do you